Find that the old furniture, look. Big swing.
Ready? Ready? Press button. Press. Other way, other one, other one. Go again, and again. Press. Press there.
The ridiculous amount of furniture.
Ready? Swap. One for you. One.
Hello.
Does lift, but it doesn't look as though it's lifted for a long time. Airplane, there's no airplane.
Airplane?
Behind. Behind. Ready? Whoa!
Boing. Boing.
We're going to do that again.
TJ.
Splinter bum. Oh, go that way. Where are you going, Sophie? What are you going for?
Just in case it goes this way.
It's not going to fit for an adult.
No, over there.
Hey.
Good morning. I haven't picked up the camera in so long that I didn't even know if the camera still had battery or not. But it still has a little bit. And oh my god, it's been so long. The house is a right mess. But the good news... Oh my god, the dogs have found something. Oh. Oh, what the hell is that? It's a bird. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh. Why are they so vile? I don't want to deal with that. Oh, I'm gonna have to call Josh to come help with that. Oh, Suki's going for it. Suki! Suki! No, oh my god. Suki has like a bunch of feathers hanging out of her mouth. I'm not even gonna turn the camera around because that's absolutely disgusting. Suki! Leave it! Need to deal with this. I was gonna show you the state of the house, but I need to get Josh here to help. So I'm just gonna ring Josh. He's in there in the nursery / office that is very soon gonna stop being both.
Hello?
Hi, there's a situation here. I need you to come help, please.
Okay.
Quickly, it's disgusting. Come have a look of what your dogs have done.
My daughter's done.
Your dog's done. They're outside under the table. Outside under the table.
What is that? It's a freaking bird.
It's a bird. Suki has a bunch of feathers in her mouth.
Oh my god.
After that disgusting incident, I just changed the baby girl. She was still in her pajamas. You know, she's all done for the day. So the bird incident is dealt with. However, let me show you the state of this house, just briefly. I'm also running out of battery on the camera. Everything's very dirty and things are everywhere. Last night, Josh was until like 3 a.m. doing the network of the house, but we've got a door. So this was what I've always said, that we're gonna create an office here. And it's ready! Let me take you in. I'm doing all of this one-handed and my camera's running out of battery. So none of this is ideal, but this is the office. It still needs to be cleaned. That window is absolutely disgusting. The camera doesn't make it justice, but it's complete. Josh chose black for his walls and he's gonna get some wood paneling done and stuff. I don't think I've ever been inside here up until now. I think his desk is gonna go in this wall, and then over here We have what's gonna be a storage area and also where our server room is gonna go. Those boxes in the wall. This baby's getting a bit grumpy because she needs to sleep. But she just did a big poo, so I'm gonna change her nappy. And I was about to put her on the carrier and see if she maybe will take a nap on me while I get stuff done around the house. The house is very nasty, like it's proper dirty from all the drilling and painting. Yesterday they were finishing the works, so it only got finished yesterday, and the last thing they did was did the final layer of painting. But also on the front room wall where the door is, it was very damaged from cutting the hole and putting the door in. It was scratched, you had holes in it from like testing the wall and things like that. So they had already patched it a few days ago, and yesterday they were finally repainting that wall. But then they actually ended up painting 2 other walls in the front room that were damaged, not by them, not by the builders, but from us, from having a toddler, from moving furniture around. There was a few scuffs and they were very nice, and they just repainted those walls. But we didn't expect them to do that. So the paint smell yesterday was quite intense. So TJ went to his grandparents' house. We stayed home with just this little one, but this little one during the day only wants to be held. She's still sleeping alright at night. Some nights she wakes up more than others, but overall she wakes up for a feed, nappy change, and then she's very fast at going back to sleep. Just a little bit of cuddles and then she's ready to go. But during the day, it's impossible to put her down. So one of us always has to be carrying her around, which I'm not yet sure how that's gonna work when I'm here alone with her and TJ, because so far I haven't done it yet because Josh was on paternity leave, and then his parents were around for a few days to meet her, so I haven't had to manage both of them at the same time, and I'm a bit worried. But yeah, that's why I want to get her used to the carrier, because I feel like that's going to be our only solution, is that she's going to have to be, if she wants to be held, she's going to have to be in the carrier. Although it's going to be summer, it's going to be boiling all the time, and obviously this is fabric, and also she's close to my chest. Hold on, let me disinfect my hands before I pick you up. Good girl, she's almost 1 month old. I can't even believe it. Hold on, Maisie May. Let's put you in this carrier. This carrier was originally TJ's, and I remember with him, it was such a struggle to figure out how to put this on. But then with her, I kind of just do it and it makes sense. So I don't know when it was that I learned how to do this. Baby girl just had a bottle. She drinks quite frequently during the day. Luckily not as frequent as during the night, which is good because it allows her to get some sleep. But like I was saying, during the day she hates being put down for a nap. I'm gonna try and put her down, see if she stays asleep, because I have some things to do. Otherwise I'm just gonna put her back in the carrier, which I'm still wearing. I didn't even take it off to give her the bottle because she was just so hungry. I've just been here feeding her the bottle and watching some YouTube videos on the TV, and it's just, I don't know, it feels quite refreshing having an excuse to sit and watch TV. She's not having it. Before I give up, I'm gonna try the swing. Turns out I wasn't recording. I hate when this happens. I was saying I was getting ready to put her here, but then I gave her the pacifier on the swing, and she never takes the pacifier for some reason, even though she drinks out of bottles. But she has taken it. I feel like between yesterday and today she's getting slightly better at taking the pacifier, which is good. But she took it and she's quite chilled in there. She's still awake, as you can see. She's swinging away, sucking on her pacifier. So I'm gonna stop yapping around and get on with my things before she gets unsettled again. I need to load some dishes in the dishwasher, and I need to actually hand wash baby bottles. Usually I put them in the dishwasher, but I find that when TJ is not around, we don't go through dishes as fast. So, also probably because I don't cook as much if he's not around. But so I don't fill the dishwasher as quickly. Usually I do one load a day, and that's enough to have all the big bottles there and they get ready for the following day. But because I'm not loading it as often, I don't feel it as often to get the baby bottles washed. So I find that when he's not around, that means I need to hand wash bottles to make sure I don't run out of clean bottles. So that's what I'm gonna do. I literally had like 4 things to put in the dishwasher. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. This is all loaded. I'm gonna get rid of this trash. You know, it's one of those things. I just went to get rid of the trash. The trash can is full. This is one of my go-to items. It's from Nubi. The brand written here. It's here on the lid. Nubi, that's the brand. And it's called a Rapid Cool Bottle. It looks like a thermos. What it looks like on the inside. It's literally just a thermos. It's very heavy. And what this does is that this cools boiling water. So when you're on the go, if you're formula feeding, I don't know how other people do it, because even with TJ I always use this thing, but basically you prepare the bottle and then obviously it's boiling because you're using boiling water. You throw it in and then you shake it, and I don't know the science behind it, I don't know how it works, but it has a thermometer on the lid. So, something in here cools the milk down, or the water. You can do it with any liquid. Like, you don't need to charge it or anything, everything is just magical. But then it has a thermometer on the lid, so then imagine you have this full of milk, just put it upside down so the milk touches the lid where the thermometer is. You touch it and a light comes on, and if it's green it means it's at a good temperature, and yes, you can test it, it is at a good temperature. If it's yellow, it means you need to shake it a few more seconds. It only takes a few seconds. With the size of bottles that she's drinking at the moment, it's almost immediate. Like, you shake it like 3 times and it's good. When TJ was on bigger bottles, it would take maybe like 30-40 seconds of shaking, but it's super fast and it's great for when you're on the go. I honestly do not know how other people cool down formula when they're not at home. Like, how do you do it? So we use this when we're on the go, and I sterilize it every time. This is my rack where I keep my sterilized items. So they go into the buckets to get sterilized, and then I put them here to dry. Although they don't need to be dry for you to be able to use them. You can use them while they're still wet, but this is just how I organize myself. So I keep this sterilized. It's dry. I'm gonna put it back in the drawer where I have our stuff. Oh, and when we're on the go, then we use this other one. It came as a pack, that one and this one. This is just a thermos, literally a normal thermos. You just put the boiling water in here. So I take this with boiling water, I take that empty one, sterilized, ready to go, and I take the baby bottles with the formula pre-measured in them. And then I think I mentioned, when I'm at home, we use the prep machine to make the bottles. All of these things, I got them from the UK when we were living there and we had TJ, and I don't think they exist in Portugal, so I don't know how people do things in Portugal when it comes to formula, because I find that without these things I'm a bit at a loss. Just gonna prepare this. So the bucket is, it has my sterilizing liquid. It's water, like 5 liters of water, and one of these Milton tabs. It dissolves in the water, and then the water is good for 24 hours. To wash the bottles, I literally just use a bottle brush and normal dish soap. I know that some people prefer to use baby dish soap. I've always just used normal one. camera ran out of battery as I was washing the bottles. So I don't know until which part you saw, but I didn't mention that then the bottles need to stay in that liquid, the water with the Milton tab. They stay in there for at least 15 minutes. It can be more, it doesn't matter, but it needs to stay there at least 15 minutes to make sure all the bacteria has been killed. And that's just an alternative to like throwing it into the pot of boiling water or those microwave sterilizers, which I also have but I don't like. My bottles can be sterilized in the microwave by themselves, and I did that for a while with TJ. But when we changed to the bigger sizes, they stopped fitting in our microwave. And when I looked for alternative ways of sterilizing them, that's when I came across that bucket of water, and I found it was much more practical. So now I've just been doing that since the beginning. But obviously, don't take my word for it. Do your own research if you have a baby and things that need sterilizing. And just do whatever you think is best. This is just how I do it, and I thought I would share. Because personally, I always like knowing how other people do certain things, because sometimes you get some really good ideas from that. So I thought I'd share. This one goes here. Jesus, you scared me. Oh my god, what are you doing?
I heard you talking. I wasn't sure what was going on.
I was talking to Macy and to the people. Stop being weird. We're back in the loudest laundry room of history. She settled, throwing her laundry into the dryer. You know what? She's almost grown out of her newborn clothes. Like this, for instance, the other day I put it on her. Well, this one does say 56 centimeters. I think she's about 54 at the moment. That's what the pediatrician measured her as last time. Like, this little thing. So gorgeous. I remember buying it for her. I absolutely adored it. The other day I put it on her. It's super tiny. I ended up changing her clothes just because I thought she was probably not very comfortable in it. And I think we're gonna have to move to the 0 to 3 months sizes soon. She's wore a few things from that size already. But like, it breaks my heart. How is she growing up so fast? She's my little tiny baby. How is this possible? I don't even want to talk much about it because it makes me emotional, to be honest. Also, these are the sleep sacks for the Snoo, like the next to me crib that she sleeps on. We had from TJ, and with TJ barely had to wash the sack. Like, I wash it every now and then just to keep it clean and fresh, but with her I wash them, I don't know, maybe every 2 to 3 days, because she has got a lot of reflux. So even though obviously we burp her and all of that, often she throws up a little bit of milk and then it goes like here on the shoulder, because obviously she's laying with her belly up, and then it smells like rotten milk, and I feel bad making her sleep another night with the rotten milk there. So yeah, I change the sack all the time, and as well that's why there's so much laundry. Water. And meanwhile, she fell asleep. There you guys, who she is. Silence. I did this silly little thing on my head today because I was in a rush. Like, I got ready. I put my usual silly bobby pins in, and I always keep this on my wrist when I have a newborn. But then, like, I was in a rush and I put it up, and I've just been having it up this entire time. It probably looks so silly on camera. It's the little things. You can get ready, but not really when you have a newborn. I think I'm gonna go grab some food and sit outside with Josh. He's outside eating cheese and crackers from all things. He's having a little break from work. So I think I'm gonna sit down with him for a minute. I'll probably just keep her here, you know, because I feel like if I put her down, she's gonna wake up and we're gonna go through the whole shebang again. So she's asleep, she's comfortable. I have some chicken nuggets left from yesterday. Josh went to drop TJ off with my parents, and then he stopped on McDonald's on the way back. And we had dinner, and then I had some chicken nuggets that he bought for us to share. And I never ate my half. I need some iced tea. I think today's quite warm, to be honest. I haven't really been outside yet. I've opened the door, but that's it. Cheers. This iced tea is from Mercadona, the zero variety. It's amazing. The other day Josh bought me the normal variety by mistake instead of the zero. And I thought, oh, if the zero one is amazing, the normal one full of sugar is going to be even better. You know what? It's not. I honestly prefer the zero one. It tastes sweeter somehow. Anyway, it's so good. It's so refreshing. You know what? I don't know if this angle is the best one, but the camera is too far away for me to reach and I don't want to go all the way around again. I'm gonna make a quiche for dinner. However, I also have a bag of mangoes to chop. I want to chop and freeze them. I might keep one for me to eat tonight after dinner. But I want to chop and freeze them to use when I make TJ's porridges, because for some reason in this country free frozen food is really expensive, which is definitely different from the UK. In the UK, if you buy frozen food, is much cheaper than fresh fruit, which for me makes sense because it's like less quality, so it's frozen and you're not gonna really eat it as it is. You're gonna use it for other things like desserts or whatever. So I used to always buy frozen fruit, different types, to have in the freezer to make TJ's porridges. In here, I was doing the same. But then I looked at the prices and I realized that it's actually much more expensive to buy the pre-frozen fruit. So I want to start building up my little stock of like buying the fruit, chopping it, freezing it, and then having it ready to go for the porridges, because it's definitely easier to make it with frozen fruit. And then I also have some peppers that I bought for a recipe, not what I'm doing today, but this recipe, I bought peppers for it like 2 or 3 times already, because I've been wanting to make the recipe, but then I always end up not doing it for some reason, and the peppers always go bad. So this time I'm not doing it today, but I'm done throwing peppers in the bin, so I'm going to chop them. Hopefully they're still good, not moldy yet. Prep them, chop them, and freeze them, so whenever I finally make the other recipe, they're ready to go as well. The quiche is ready. It looks great. I'm gonna slice it. The mango situation, so I've chopped two. I've put one there to get a bit softer, it's still rock solid, because I did throw one in the bin. I had never seen a mango like that. Like, it was, you saw it on the footage. It was like white, and then I cut a piece out and I ate it, and it was like rock solid, super fibery, and it was so bitter that I didn't like it. It should have stayed outside to get a bit better. Ripe. I should have left it to ripen, but I didn't. So that's why I left that one. Because yeah, it was just weird. I took a bite, it was horrible, and I was not gonna give that to my son because it was horrible and it was already cut, so nothing I could do about it. So it just went into the bin. Was it a waste? Yes, but anyway, you live and you learn. So that's why the other one is now in the bowl. And I have one more to do. I think this one's good, nice and soft. So I'm gonna have 3 frozen mangoes, or not. I might eat one of them. To be TBD. But now I'm gonna slice into our quiche and eat it. Well, not gonna eat it alone, you know what I mean.
After the 30 seconds. That's what it's for. What do you do, George?
I'm a civil servant, but I also...
She has surprisingly stayed asleep. Like, I put her pajamas on and then I laid her in there. She's not inside the sleeping sack or anything, so the snooze not on. But I laid her in there just so I could go to the bathroom, and she fell asleep. I was hoovering the house while holding her, and she fell asleep while I was doing that. So I kept hoovering because I guess the white noise of the hoover was helping her sleep. And then when I got here to the bedroom, I put her in the crib just to see what happened. She's not inside the sack or anything because all the sacks are still drying, and she stayed asleep. So I covered her with a blanket, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to fold this mountain of her clothes.